Yo, what up, Cory?
What's happening? Oh,
Oh
man.
shit, with the microphone, looking like a pro wrestler right here and shit.
I like a pro wrestler and shit. Let me tell you something, brother. Now that's part of the reason I was late is because I fucked my mic stand off. So I
Bro, you
was
always
trying to
fucking some
rig
shit
that
up.
bitch
What's
together
going on,
before it
man?
broke.
What's going on, Cory? Why you always fucking some shit up now, bro?
You know what? You know what it is. So I get off work. Nigga. I don't get off work till like 4:30. Then I be trying to race to the crib. I gotta get my shit twisted. I gotta do this, that, and the next. And then I'll be in a rush, nigga. And every time I get in a rush, I get in a bad mood and I just start fucking shit off.
Yeah.
I'm impatient.
Hey man,
But
you gotta like woosah a little something before you get into the crib. Woosah, man.
I am a woosah, okay? Because I'm a calm
Yeah.
motherfucker. You think that I'm not calm? You want to talk to somebody that's not calm? He's sitting backstage right now. This nigga is a 30-year-old Street Fighter 2 legend. He go out in the streets fucking people up for no reason. He rich already, but he still do it.
Shit.
And I don't know why. What happened? Your mic is muted, not mine.
No. At first it sounded like your mic was down a little.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. So I got to turn it a certain direction and speak to the shit properly. It's fucked up. I should turn the denoiser off. Anyway, so I was just talking about the 30-year-old Street Fighter backstage, the man, the myth, the legend, the Street Fighter, Mr. Playground Punches, Michael. Hey, can you still hear me?
Yeah, you can hear you.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna bring him on the stage.
I gotta
Beastmode, Mike. What's going on?
You capping. Introductory was cap because I gotta debunk a few things.
Debunk.
Where do I start? Yeah, one. Yo, Mike, janky.
Janky?
That shit janky. Because I'm over here like, hey, like,
put it up a little.
we couldn't hear him right there. Two, I ain't 30, bro. Don't put them extra years on me. All right, cool.
I'm trying to put the extra years on you because I'm trying to get you to stop doing that shit, bro. I'm trying to get you to stop being out in the streets doing the shit that you be doing.
I'll be minding my business though, for real. Like I don't be on that.
So
I don't be on that. But I want to appreciate y'all though. You feel me? All bullshit aside though. You know what I mean? The jokes gonna come throughout the night, so we solid.
Yeah. No, the jokes come a little bit because I know you're gonna talk shit about the Raiders. You're gonna say that they suck, and I ain't gonna really have a whole lot to say.
And I'll be honest, I ain't gonna lie. You know what, Cory? Bro, it's been a while since we've been on it because we got a whole podcast with each other.
That's right, quarter black.
It's been a while. It's been a while. It's been a while. You feel me? So I give y'all the grace. Still fuck y'all, but I give y'all the grace.
So here, tell me about this shit right before we got on. Can y'all still hear me? Number one.
Yeah, keep your mic like that.
Shut up. I'm gonna try to think just like this too. But number one, right before we got on, I was talking shit about your little playground situation that you got into because hands was too fast for me and all of that. You told me you had another situation. You want to talk about it or what? You under investigation?
No, it ain't even like that. It's just you know how you be minding your business out, and somebody be somebody pushing it.
So you have to take it there.
I don't get pushed. You feel me?
Let's be real. Did you have to take it there, or you took it there because you felt like it?
A little bit of both. I didn't have to. Damn, that's racist.
You was provoked a little bit. I feel it.
Nah, it was one of those situations. You know, I'd be like, bruh, like, damn, I don't know how to explain it because you really gotta like coming up. You know, certain things just it happens. You feel me? It's a reason it happened. You know what I mean? Like certain things, like when you coming. You said what?
Whose phone is that?
That ain't mine. But like I say, it's a reason it happened though. Like it could be your cousin. You feel me? If certain things whoop whoop whoop, you know what I mean? Certain said back and forth. It's all right, bro. Let's just handle this, bro. Let's
And
just
so
save our energy.
So that's what happened. It was just basically some in-house funk, and then y'all just kind of had to straighten that shit out.
No, hell, that wasn't no in-house phone.
Oh,
You ain't
That
know.
was some talking crazy. Like that was some you yapping too much, brother. Like
yeah, I hear you.
that was some of that. Like you talking too much, and it's the pandemic. I ain't got shit else to do. You know what I mean?
Hey,
It's one of them.
I already. That's you don't have to explain
I wasn't
that.
social
Justify
distancing.
that
That's
to me.
crazy, bro.
You don't
I
have
have
to
to social
justify that to
distancing.
me because I've been in the same type of situation
Yeah.
multiple times.
And I had just left the gym. You know what
Oh,
I mean?
you turned.
You feel me? And it was a cardio sauna type day too. It was a cardio in the sauna type day. So I was on one. I was ready for whatever smoke. Hit my, you feel me? Hit my homie up. And you know, he rolled down there.
So now I want to talk about something that's just a little bit more serious, and it makes me sad to talk about it.
Okay.
Before we got on here, Mike is an ex-Raider fan. He's not a Raiders fan no more because the Raiders did him dirty. Fuck the Raiders.
No, they didn't
left
do me
Oakland.
dirty. They just weak. They
Yeah,
do everybody dirty.
Whatever. They
They doing y'all dirty. Y'all
They
gonna
doing
wake
it.
up one day.
But I'm not ready. Okay. I'm
It's
not
okay.
ready. So
God work in
then
mysterious ways, man.
you work in the NFL. You work.
I wouldn't say that.
So what exactly
I do
are
business
you?
around it.
Okay, you do business around the in NFL, and you're affiliated with Najee Harris in a way, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're affiliated with Najee Harris, and he just signed with the Chargers, and you've been waiting your whole fucking life to say bolt up, nigga.
And I've been waiting my whole Let me say I've been waiting my whole life to put on some of that gear. Because let's not sit here and make it seem as if like you be seeing it like that's low key fly, but you know what I mean. That's
yellow guys. I don't know.
Yellow pants.
So they but no, the conceptually you think about it, you like the fuck. But when you see that shit with the white helmets and shit, that shit low key rock. You feel me? They little tech fits, they little stuff like this.
You know what?
Low key rock.
Hey.
I'm not
Shout out to
gonna
Mike K. Shout out to Beastmode Mike. He got a check. This motherfucker that's trying to tell you that yellow pants and shit is flight in a bitch. He got paid. Congratulations, Mike. I'm happy for you, nigga. Whatever that check looked like, however many zeros are involved, I don't care.
that nigga
know,
but I'm saying no. The idea of it is like because I used to be the one, but the Steelers wear yellow pants.
Yeah, and you know what? My whole life, actually, now that I think about it, I always wanted to wear yellow and white. Come the fuck on, Mike. You don't believe that shit. You don't believe that at all, do you?
I'm telling you, bro. Like, bro, they got these like these dry fit jackets, bro. What?
Okay.
And I'm gonna wear all black type dudes.
I'm
old.
I'm
gonna wear all black.
I'm an old nigga. I don't know shit about fashion.
I don't
wear
either.
black. Yeah,
I'm talking about some dry fit sideline tees and hoodies. You feel me? Like they saucy, bro.
You gotta admit though, their gear ain't flyer than the Raider gear, bro. You gotta admit, bro.
I mean, but the Raider gear range because it's a lot of like the best Raider gear be that knockoff shit. You feel me?
Really
I'm not gonna say that. You feel me?
But I'm saying
the shit that the NFL today. Distribute, the shit, the jerseys and all that stuff.
Nah, I hear you.
You know what I mean?
Shit, we be repping the homies brands, bro. All the fan made gear is where it's at.
Exactly,
really.
But that's what I'm saying. All the fan made gear, exactly. You see, like all that kind of shit, way better than what the Raiders put out.
Cory got some fresh Nation gear on too. Look at it.
You know, I see the hat with the hat back, the Nation with the green. Look, see y'all trying to.
I do got all the shit on. The Nation actually sent us this box, and it's an agreement that we have that's unsaid. I guess we gotta wear these shit sometimes. I don't know. I'm aware because I didn't buy it.
What's the BTB business going on over here, man? He don't know.
Yeah, stop it.
Nah, he know. They cutting y'all a check. Y'all talking about a check. Y'all talking about me getting checks.
Nah, we
No, here, hold on. Anybody that's sitting here talking about they proudly can't wait to wear the Charger stuff. I know you got paid, and you can say whatever you want to say. I understand. I don't care,
bro. But that's the thing. You know, like I said, like I was telling y'all before you cut me off, even before the show. It's different now, bro. Because now I ain't gonna lie. I see a nigga walking around with a Raider jersey. I'm laughing because what? You feel me? Like, why do you have that? You feel me? Like one of them type of situations. I see a nigga in that white J Herbo.
Jay Hurt, shut the fuck up. Don't be doing that shit. Stop calling
that. We talking.
Stop calling
we talking now. That white J Herbo, you feel me? Come on. Now, that Khalil Mack.
You know what? Hey, I'm telling you the truth, bro. I think Geno Smith is better than Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
I'll expect that coming from you, from y'all.
What's that supposed to be?
Look what side y'all on.
I said that.
I mean, I've never seen no factual proof of that statement, but look what side y'all on. So I
said that 2 years ago. I've been said it. I'm a Justin Herbert hater, to be honest with you. I'm a Justin Herbert hater. So this is more about me hating him than loving Geno Smith. It's not just like, oh, Geno, a Raider quarterback, so all of a sudden I'm going to say he better than everybody. I made the video comparing Geno Smith to Justin Herbert before last season started because I just think he weak as a bitch. I think he overrated.
Well, quarter black excellence.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Quarter black excellence. And to clear it up, I think Justin Herbert, and I almost called him that fucking whole shit that you just called him. I almost called him that shit.
I'm already getting nicknames ready and all that.
Shut up, man.
Y'all gonna see me at sci-fi with the
nicknames around this bitch.
Let me see. Y'all gonna see me at where my Rey Mysterio mask at?
You don't got a Charger Rey Mysterio mask, bro.
Shit, tell me I won't get one that's Charger color. I'll get me one. I'm playing.
Hey, you know Rey Mysterio became a Raider fan, right? I see
that shit ain't got nothing to do with me, brother.
Hey, I know, but I'm just saying, bro. We made a switch, bro. You went to the Chargers and Rey Mysterio here.
He a Latin dude from San Diego. What else do I expect? None of them was Charger fans. The only one that was out there was the you feel me? We know. We seen them games. We was at a few of them. We know. Like I know. Come on now. He's a Latin dude from San Diego. He's not a Charger fan.
Hey, that's why you happy to be a Charger fan, because you know that gear be going on clearance a lot, bro. They don't nobody be buying that shit.
I don't pay for it.
Oh, you get all the inventory, bro.
Yeah, that's why I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping unless all that knockoff Raider stuff going on here. If y'all got any of that knockoff Raider stuff going on clearance, let me know. I'll be the first one on it.
You crazy, bro? Yeah,
you ain't worth a shit. You
Justin Herbert's a pervert. Oh, they calling Jay Herbo the pervo. Oh nah.
Jay Herbo the pervo. Now I could go ahead. Now I could get behind the nickname.
Justin Herb the perv.
Because he was in here yapping. I'm like, bro, what is they talking about? Right? I gotta give you that one, brother. I was good. I fucks with it.
And that was Phil. That was one of the Phils. There's two of them.
Yeah.
That was the dread hip.
That's the truth. Shout out to them.
Shout out to you, Phil, man.
So Mike, now that Najee done left the Steelers and you've been a low-key fake Steeler fan for 2 or 3 seasons.
I was very high-key fake.
You
very much high-key, brother.
Okay, I'm glad. This makes me feel better.
I don't got no shame in my game because I don't. You be jumping team to team like, oh my bad, like
this so what, bitch? This is what I do. But you know what though, I respect that shit way more.
Me, bro.
I respect it way more because you're doing the shit behind the check. So to me,
not really. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. You making it seem like I'm selling out.
It's business. It's business at least.
I mind the business that pay me. You ain't like, you feel me?
What's the difference in what you just said and what I said?
The way you said it was, you said it very like. Yeah, like if you was on a Kanye Twitter rant and you wanted to say that, but you was trying to get on me, you be like, That nigga did that for the check, nigga.
Well, you know what, dude? You know what? Hey,
You seen
if
what he
that's
said
how I
today?
made it sound, that's not the message that I was saying behind Mike. Absolutely not.
Hey, bro, you seen the shit he said today? He was tripping today.
Hey, man, shout out him, man. He talking his talk.
If I said anything yay like or yay adjacent, nigga,
Hey,
I apologize. I'm sorry.
I don't. If I say it, I said it. You feel me? Like,
Yeah, no, but that nigga's a psycho, and I don't want to align myself with it.
oh yeah, I ain't lying to myself. Yeah, I ain't doing all that.
Yeah,
He wasn't really touching on that today though. He was more just talking his shit. You feel me? Like, I fuck with him when he on his like fuck everybody shit. I fuck with that heavy because that's how I be feeling sometimes too. But not when he on that. I don't know about that. I don't know nothing about that.
I just don't understand why he does
Richmond,
it.
California.
Like, yeah, I don't give. I
got a theory. I'll tell y'all off air. It's a different type of theory. We'll talk about it. I can't say it on air. I don't want Jay-Z to kill me. You know what I
mean? Hey, but so I got to know, was a big part of the reason why Najee chose, obviously besides it being LA, was it a big part of being because the running game over there?
I mean, I can't really put myself in Burber's shoes, but from what me and him talk about, it just felt like one of them ones. You know what I mean? Like,
okay,
you know, it's like one of them. I don't believe in coincidences, but so one of those situations just align itself a certain way.
Yeah, I feel like as sports fans, right? Because I'm not as close to the shit as you are. I feel like as sports fans, we look at why a player would pick a certain team. I think our reasoning is way different than what the actual player thinks. I think the player might think, like, no, man, he don't give a fuck that it's the Chargers. He's like, damn, nigga, it's in LA. It's at this time of year, and I could do. Is it that kind of stuff that they be talking about? Do they give a fuck? They don't give a fuck about the rivalry type shit like that, do they?
I don't think so. I don't think they
cap.
do.
That just went completely out on me.
Oh shit!
It just. But now, what was the question? I didn't hear it. My fault. I apologize.
I was just saying, like, as regular fans, right? We be thinking like a player might pick this team because of running scheme, or the player might pick this team because of a quarterback. In reality, I think they be thinking like, yo, this is in LA, this is at this time of year, and all this type of shit. Is that the type of shit that they be looking at when they look at? I
feel like two things could be true. I feel like all of it, because it was like all that stuff playing to your decision, bro. Like no matter what, like these people look at one side of it, these people look at the other side of it. You are the only person that's really looking from every aspect.
Yeah,
you feel me? Because you got to think about it. You're a California kid. You got the opportunity to go back to California,
right?
You feel me? Like, and not even trying to put the Raiders out there, but if you compare a Vegas, like the California kid having to make a decision to go to Vegas or having to make a decision to go to California, the California kid 9 times out of 10 is picking California.
Right. Like that's,
you know what I mean? And that's not even, but that not saying that was the case, but that is like, yeah, fuck the taxes. We'll get that back on the back end.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, we're gonna figure that shit out.
Like one of them type of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can figure that out. But it's just like one of those situations. Like I said, everything playing. Football play a big part into it. You know what I mean? Schematically, the Chargers was just the better fit. I feel like the Steelers with Najee, they was like they was purposely trying to fit this square box into a circle.
Yeah.
Or a circle into a square box, whatever the fuck the saying is. I feel like they was doing it on purpose.
It wasn't
like they had a choice.
Even though I hate the Chargers, I can't stand the Chargers, and I don't really like hardball crazy like that. Somebody that you take all the emotions out of it, a regular football fan or somebody that watches it for real, it's a no-brainer, right? Everybody on the line is 350 fucking pounds. They want to run the ball 30 times a game. You know what I'm saying? You're in a perfect condition. You don't have to play in cold weather. This seems like an easy kind of decision to make for me. If you know what I'm saying, like especially somebody that's a California kid and they go from California to go play for the Steelers. No disrespect to the Steelers, but if you done played in the Bay and in California your whole life, and then you go play in that cold shit, that gray shit, that ugly shit for all them years, I'm sure all of them years you can't wait to get back on this side.
Yeah, and it wasn't even just that. You got to think about it. Bama was first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so
And
he
then
was
you went to
sweating like a
Pittsburgh.
motherfucker.
You know what I mean? So then it's like it's opportunity. Then on top of that, just like this, the point at the end in his career and his opportunity that he got right now with this contract he just signed is really like it's a rare. Like I say, just the way stuff line up. No,
Yeah.
it was a no brainer. I just feel like personally on his point, it was a no brainer. And like I said, hopefully it work out for the best. You can't tell the future, but I feel like man, I don't know, bro. I didn't know the Chargers had all this type of shit going on.
Shut up. What do you mean? What type of shit? Tell us.
Like just the way the organizational. Because when I was a Raider fan, the Chargers was a shit organization. They was just as they facilities, everything was just as bad as what we had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we really was fighting for pride. You know what I mean? Like nigga, my shit the dirtiest, nigga. Fuck you niggas talking about, nigga. You feel me? Yeah, nigga. Qualcomm ain't Collie, nigga. Ain't the Coliseum.
Hey, Collie, nigga, this is trenches. We got shit dripping off the walls, nigga. Fuck y'all.
Yeah.
You feel me?
You gotta go through the hood just to get in that bitch.
Yeah, and then just to see how they, just to see the vibe that they bring in. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, just like not, I'm not even trying to have y'all say no out of pocket shit as Raider fans, but just they a pretty good team. You know what I mean? They're not weak. They got my boy Laddie McNuggets. I'm gonna call that's my nickname for him. Laddie McNuggets. You feel me?
I feel like hold on, Mike K. I feel like you be doing this shit on purpose. Laddie McNuggets, J Herbo. You doing this shit to fuck these corny ass niggas, and you know they corny to the bitch. You try to give them cool names, and I hate the shit.
You gotta come up
who y'all got?
Shit. Wait, well, let's finish out. We gotta get a new name for your new center, bro. Y'all new center over there, Andre James.
You professional with it. You look happy. I gotta see, man. You know, linemen be a little different.
It's a whole lot of baby blue. God damn.
He not gonna be the starter over there, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. No, I'm gonna be honest about my assessment on him because he's not weak, and y'all can say he's not weak because he was a starter on that team for all them years, and that wasn't being weak.
He's not. I'm one of the few Raiders fans that
he was a starter on that team for all them years. He wasn't weak. You know how many different schemes that motherfucker them played in and was able to.
I'm one of the few Raiders fans that'll say Andre James is not weak.
And like I said, he's a starting center, but I'm saying like what they building, they just get Mekhi Becton. Like, okay, Andre James ain't the best option there. We know that. You know what I mean? I think that's cool. But you also have Mekhi Becton, Rashawn Slater, Joe Alton. You kind of got stuff around him to where even if he ain't the best, it's gonna make his job a lot easier. Which is that's
bro, he gonna look like a mid.
I mean, I know y'all don't know about that because y'all Raider fans. Y'all don't know how to really build a great team. But that's how you build a great team. You don't need great players at every position. You need a decent vet here and there, somebody who know the game a little bit. You got a whole bunch of players full of that on your O line, and you got two young stars outside, and you got Mekhi Becton who revamped his career on the inside too, and make that Andre, bro, chill out, bro. He can take 3 shots before the game and still come in and do his thing. Like,
look, he already went into a great situation, and I'm not gonna disrespect him because I actually kind of like him. But he's still on the Chargers, and he's going to have himself a better career than he would have had if he chose to go to the Raiders at this point. That's reality. That's true.
Because we know how this story go.
We know how this story go. He would have himself a better situation in San Diego or in wherever the fuck they at in LA right now than he would in Vegas. This year and next year is going to be better for him over there. Considering Andre James is going to be the smallest lineman that they got by a lot. And he's a little one. And he ain't little, but he's smallest one that they got. The Chargers line is big as a bitch.
Amen.
So yeah, it makes sense for Najee to go there. Hell yeah, it makes sense for him to go there. Already got him.
And then, like I say, and Najee, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real. I could say this shit now, bro. Nigga, every year Najee been on the Steelers, nigga. Them niggas ain't had shit from a coordinator to a line to a quarterback. Literally, like how you don't have none of that. Like you don't have nothing. You don't got none of that. Like that's crazy, bro. Like to deal with that for 4 years is crazy, bro.
But Jalen Warren is over there doing some shit.
I mean, I'm not no disrespect to Jalen Warren, but he ain't doing nothing that like he ain't. It's like I say, it's just one of those things. It's a style of play that's different than what Najee does. But then you start looking at shit and you start thinking like, maybe when they make him when they making him the feature back in the game, we do be getting our ass whooped.
Yeah.
You
Shit.
feel me? Like,
You know what? But from the outside, because I don't pay attention to y'all games like that. I don't pay attention to y'all games like that. But I guess that does make sense. It's true.
Yeah.
and then you got to think about what the Steelers knew they didn't want him before they declined the option. Obviously,
Yeah.
if you look at the numbers, he went from like 300 touches to 250, 230, 240. It was a trend, bro. Like,
Yeah.
we knew what they was trying to do.
Yeah.
I think they just used and I hate how they created that Najee versus Jalen thing because they just, you know what I mean. It really was never
This was
that.
gonna happen.
That's a great duo. Like, and that's why I hate it because then it gave Jalen certain expectations. Like, they two different players. You can't give that person the expectations that you give that person. I understand Najee's a first round pick. And if you look at all the other first round pick running backs, especially look at any other first round pick he probably one of the most successful ones. Like, if we could just look at it as what it is. You don't see a lot of situations like when Najee had to endure in Pittsburgh and see them come out being a successful to get a second contract. You don't see that often.
Josh
You
Jacobs.
really don't see that. And then, like I say now, how many teams are missing on picks? I understand that the notion you shouldn't draft the running back in the first round, but then we look at all these Super Bowl teams, although they might not have drafted that running back in the first round.
Say that
they
shit.
got them a running back.
Say that shit. Say that shit.
They know.
You know what I'm saying?
You feel me?
I get sick and tired. So now finally me and Michael K is on the same page. But this shit, I get sick and tired of people disrespecting the running back as if they're not important, as if they're easily replaceable. And they ain't, bro.
They're not.
Anybody that's a serious contender got a serious back. You need it.
Mm-hmm. Because I look at like, Josh Jacobs is a perfect example because they blame all the shit on the running back, but don't get a running back no praise.
Yeah.
The lineman ain't blocking. Guess who fault it is? The running back. The receivers ain't getting open. Guess who fault it is? The running back. Your quarterback ain't threw a touchdown in 2 months. It's your fault, running back. And that's a real situation. Like, that really happened.
Yeah.
It's your fault. It's your fault. Not Kenny Pickett can't throw touchdowns. Blame Najee.
Kenny Pickett sucks.
We gonna give Kenny all the benefit of the doubt when it come to. We gonna give Kenny all the benefit of the doubt when we gonna be like, oh, he don't got an O-line. His offensive coordinator. Oh, this, that, and the third. Oh, Najee, he just shouldn't have drafted him in the first round.
What you think? Kenny Pickett gonna be the starter in Cleveland?
Shouldn't have drafted this fuck in the first round, nigga.
Hey, what you think? He gonna
You
start
said,
over there?
what though, Mike?
Yes.
Anybody could start over there in Cleveland right now. They just looking for a new voice.
Yeah, they need
They
something.
need a new voice.
Away from Mr. Nasty time. He just
And I don't even think I low-key think they hanging on by that thread of saying maybe, just maybe he could get back.
It's
to this.
over, bro. It's over. And you know
Just maybe
how
he
bad
get
it
back
has to
to this
be for
form,
me
bro.
to give up on a black quarterback. It's over. It's over.
When I see a black quarterback, for me to say, hey, he don't need to play no more, for me to look at a black quarterback and say it's over for you,
Now, I can't name the last time I said that shit.
bruh.
I hang on with him, even if I don't like him. Like,
Even if I don't like him, it don't matter. I'm hanging on.
niggas
I
ain't
can't
never
wait
said-
to see which 3 teams Josh Johnson play for this year. I can't wait. But I don't need to see Mr. Nasty Time play for nobody else ever again.
You know what I think though, bro? I'm gonna be real about Mr. Nasty Time, bro. He they fucked his career up.
How though?
All the shit that start, you know what I mean? All the shit start. I think it was one of them situations where, like I say, remember what did I tell you this earlier, Mike? Nobody bigger than the program, bro. I gotta tell y'all this off the air.
Okay, you can tell me that off the air, but this is the
But
thing
nobody
with Mr.
big. No,
Nasty.
but I'm saying like that, bro. These niggas is human, and when certain shit is going on, it fucks with your whole routine, bro.
Fucks with
It
your
fucks
mental.
with everything. It fucks with your mental. When you think the change of scenery gonna help, nigga, you went to fucking Cleveland. That's not no. You feel me? That's not the change of scenery that makes you.
If that's the change of scenery,
But they was
that you
offering the
choose.
bag, so you got to. You have to, bro. They look what they gave him. I'm going my ass to Cleveland to be miserable too. Fuck it.
Hey, why you think Myles Garrett stayed? Shit.
Yeah, the bag. You think like he probably really wanted to leave, but they're like, but look,
He's at 40 million. He
That's-
said, "Where's the pen? Where's the pen at?"
That's the shit. See, that's the crazy shit about these professional athletes, right? These professional athletes. Every now and then they get a chance to hit the fucking lottery. Like, yeah, you got to play in Cleveland. Yeah, but what did he end up getting? How much money did Myles Garrett end up getting? 100 and what? How do you say no to that? You know what I'm saying?
I don't give a fuck about winning. We'll figure it out.
You know what I'm saying? Like that Super Bowl ring is kind of cool, but nigga, you know how many Super Bowl rings I could
You know how
make?
many Super
What,
Bowl rings
160?
got pawned? You know how many Super Bowl rings got pawned?
You feel me? Like, I don't know. That's a lot of money. That's like 100 and something. That used to be. I'm an old ass person. $100 million for an athlete, that used to be unheard of. The first time I heard of that shit was Kevin
A
Garnett.
black athlete specifically. I remember
Kevin
back in the
Garnett
day,
was
you
the
had
first
like
time
the
I ever
track
heard of
runners
that.
was getting banked and shit like that over the black athletes.
Everybody. So when you tell Myles Garrett, oh, I thought you said you wanted to win. Nigga, I did. $150 million.
Oh no, keep saying I do. I still do. Y'all still gonna build this team around me because guess what? I will force myself out this bitch, and then y'all gonna be on the hook for a lot of money. A lot of money.
They gave him a no trade clause too, so he control his destiny.
He can fuck them. That's bro. That's what football. It's a business, bro. He know what he doing. He still want to leave.
I love when players recognize that shit. I love when players recognize this shit is about me, nigga, and you can't do shit without me. So fuck you if you want to.
Exactly.
I love when they recognize it, because sometimes fans, especially if you become a fan of a team, you think that like, oh, this player has to do this and this. Nobody's bigger than a program in a different context, right? No, but you have to do that. And that's not the case. Sometimes certain players are bigger than a program. Certain players can tell a program what the fuck to do and what the fuck not to do, and what I'm going to do and what the fuck I'm not going to do.
Yeah. Because the only way you can say I'm bigger than the program if you really are the program.
And
hands down,
Myles Garrett is the program.
Yeah. Hey, like I don't give a fuck what no matter, just like us, no matter who you had at quarterback, no matter who you had here, this, that. Myles Garrett went on there and did what Myles Garrett do.
You're right.
And you know what I mean? So that's why I like what Myles Garrett did, because he's still gonna get traded, bro.
You think so?
It's just he gonna do just like what I'm telling you, the way that these players is moving now, I ain't trying to like, bro, these teams is when teams don't like the same way the teams ain't patient with their first round picks, players ain't patient with these teams. Like,
I fucking love it. I love it.
And when you have that power to say, like, see, I think what really changed people's perspective on it, and I think what made players, I don't know if this was a key moment, but the John Gruden Khalil Mack situation. Because John Gruden put his foot up Khalil Mack's ass and was like, nigga, fuck you. Now what? You know what I mean? See? Poof. It's like nothing ever happened.
And I'm so glad. And that shit hurt my feelings, nigga.
It hurt my feelings too. But that's the other side of what we talking about right now. When you got that, when you are the program, John Gruden was the program, so he could do shit. And no other coach will be able to do that.
Yeah, yep. Nobody.
No matter what you sign, your contract ain't gonna be bigger than my contract. No matter what we sign you to, nigga.
Shit.
So at that time, John Gruden was a program. Then the Raiders made a mistake by letting John Gruden be the program.
They made a mistake by letting him go.
Letting who go?
John Gruden. You wanna know why? Because like I'm let me get there. Let me get here. Let me land. I'm flying. You feel me? I'm flying. You know what I mean? My take on John Gruden was the way that the situation ended was the worst way that could have possibly went. Like you couldn't even imagine that shit happened the way it happened, especially on the crest of what they were, what their potential what they had to become, and building out a team, like a full team, three sides of the ball, special teams, offense, defense. Right when it first start finally really being able to come together, and you really had like because you got to think he coming into a transitional period. Normally a transitional period coach is an AP.
Yeah. Yes.
You feel me? Like those is transitional period coaches. So he really had to
Yes.
endure what a transitional period means till he got
Yeah.
to Vegas. He get to Vegas, they get their feet on the ground, and you see them start slowly building it. They had little dumb players making dumb plays. Like I said, coaching get you to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Players win you Super Bowls.
And you know what's crazy is that I always thought my whole life that it was the exact opposite. I thought players will get you to the playoffs and coaches are winning your Super Bowl.
Nah, because at the end of the day, when it come to playing for that Super Bowl, and we don't these ain't divisional games. You don't got another time to play them. Fuck coming to the sideline trying to adjust. Ain't none of that. Ain't none. Come on, look at this clipboard, nigga. It's no. This is the final. This is potentially our final game. So therefore, what you have to do is you have to win your rep against this person. You have to win it. We can't schematically make you win it. We're past that time. We got to
This
play.
shit might be changing everything about how I watch football right now. Like, I'm fucking.
Like that's
loving
why I say about
But-
Lamar Jackson. Like, yeah, Lamar Jackson's a great quarterback, but he loses a lot of games in the playoffs. Because at the end of the day, ain't no more because now these defenses gonna start playing you where they're gonna make you. They're gonna say, fuck the scheme. Throw the ball.
Yep.
Throw it. We dare you to throw it.
Yeah.
It's either you gonna throw it and they're gonna drop it because they're not ready for you to throw it, or you gonna throw it and you gonna overthrow it. There's no in between with you.
See, and Lamar Jackson is a good example of why I thought it was the opposite. I thought, like, hey, Lamar Jackson is so motherfucking incredible that he gonna get you to the playoffs. But you as a coach, right? By the time you get to the playoffs, everybody knows what Lamar Jackson is and what he's gonna do.
All the film is already on him. You got 17 games of film on him.
Okay, so what are you gonna do as a coach? What are you gonna do to change that? Everybody knows what Lamar Jackson is. What are you gonna do to change that situation? And I thought that it was a coaching problem why they can't get him over the hump. That's why sometimes you take spectacular players, put them in a different situation, and boom, all of a sudden they win in Super Bowls.
I think with his situation, like how this comment just say, man, all Mark Andrews had to do was catch the ball. But guess what also happened in that game? That they shouldn't have been in that situation in the first place because 4 turnovers is an offense in a playoff game. You're never going to win.
Yeah,
you're never.
This is going to be a very difficult podcast to get through if we're going to have to say anything negative about Lamar Jackson ever.
Because he threw a pick.
Hard for me.
He threw a pick, didn't he? He threw a key pick.
Let's talk about something different.
Let's talk about something. You know what I mean? Like
I'm out. You're right. Let's talk about something else. You're right.
All right. What else? What we got next, man? What else we want to get into? I'm here all night. This is going. Look, this episode running late. Okay. This episode running late.
I gotta know. So, what are your thoughts on the new regime now with Pete Carroll as a coach? What are your thoughts?
I think it's building a solid foundation. I could look at it like that. Like I think you can see that they're making a decision where it's like, I think Mark Davis is finally okay with culture change.
Yeah.
Because think about everybody who he brought in was kind of people who piggybacked off that Raider culture. Whether it was a fan growing up, whether it was a John Gruden, you know what I mean? It never was and he never made a decision that had nothing, that had no historical ties to the Raiders.
Yeah. Well, wasn't that, even though it was a mistake, the Josh McDaniel shit, that was a decision to go against Raider type shit, wasn't it?
But think about it, that was a decision to go against Raider type shit.
So it was
delete the mindset. Yeah. Just make a decision, bro.
Yeah.
Don't be thinking about all that extra shit. Oh, I want to become the Patriots. Like, don't just think like, let me just think, what am I trying to build?
Yeah.
And what do I want? Who do I want leading the men in this locker room?
And I think probably them getting Pete Carroll, I think they're still going to get the same kind of thing that they were chasing with Antonio Pierce. With Antonio Pierce, they were chasing a guy that everybody was going to play for, a guy that everybody wanted to rally behind.
No, I think with Pete Carroll, they're getting their Gruden back. Yeah. As fans, no matter what people say about Gruden, you ain't never heard a player speak bad about him.
Yeah, that's true.
Them niggas got up and played for Gruden. They just wasn't good. It's okay. You know what I mean? It's okay. Like niggas got up, like niggas can't question Jonathan Abram effort.
Yeah.
How many times you take yourself out with his effort?
They wasn't that good.
They just wasn't as a team. They just were right when they start being able to get that, you know what I mean? Start being able to get their legs under themselves. Oh, let's just leak some fucking emails to make him the scapegoat of a situation that he really got nothing to do with.
We're not doing the John Gruden defense bullshit.
I'm not doing that, but I'm just saying that's what happened in that
It's
situation
fuck
because they
him
was a
forever.
playoff team that year.
Fuck him forever. That's how I feel, nigga, and I'm never changing him. Fuck that
Hey,
nigga
that's fair.
forever.
Hey, he lost a lot of. Hey, I would say that too if he beat me in the Super Bowl after. You know what I mean? I'm not a Raiders fan no more, so
I hate you. I hate you a little bit.
boat up, nigga. No elevators.
Yeah.
He doing that shit on purpose just to get on my nerves.
It's temporary. It's temporary. I know.
Yeah, we'll see. This might be. Hey, man, they negotiate during the season. That's something the Steelers don't do. So we might. It might be so. Yeah, no.
Shit.
So
I mean,
never mind anything. Let's take allegiances out of it, right? And it's way, way, way too early to say any of that shit. If we were all being honest, saying next year, who are the serious contenders? I know it's way too early to say that shit because you don't know shit about shit.
Damn. The Eagles and the Chiefs always going. But it's
Right.
It's crazy about the NFL, and that's why I love it so much. You can't, you know what I mean? That's the only two teams you can say.
Do you think so? Are you saying the Lions are fake?
I'm saying we would have known by now if they were a contender.
Are the Lions not a contender?
But they're probably a contender for the conference championship. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Jaden beat him, bro. Jaden did beat him.
No, Jaden beat him. I don't think they're a contender.
No, you don't.
Like I
you
said,
don't
I
believe
think I think the league changes so fast to where, like, think about the Commanders this year.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? Like, think about the Commanders this year, what they were the year before versus what they became. And think about what the Texans might be turning into.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, quarterback really changes teams, bro.
It's crazy what the league has turned into because it used to be for a long time. You already knew who.
If you was a playoff team, you was a playoff team.
Yeah.
You knew who was good from year to year. You knew if the Patriots were going to be good for a while. You knew the Cowboys were good for a while. You knew all these teams that were good for a while. And now football has changed so much, like how you're saying.
It's unpredictable.
From year to year, you don't really know. You might be able to pick one or two teams that you can say these two.
And that got to be the two teams that went to the Super Bowl the year before.
And that's it. And that's really the only two that you can really like put your foot on and be like, yeah, they good.
Because when you start talking about contenders, you start thinking about talent for talent, nigga, player for player. If my 70 whatever against your 70 whatever, practice squad, like that's what a Super Bowl contender entails. People don't look at it like that, but a Super Bowl contender ain't just the best quarterback, the best offense. No, it's the best. The people who got the best at all three levels of nobody surprisingly win a Super Bowl. That don't happen in the NFL.
I feel like the teams that I think are gonna be good next year, no matter what, are gonna be the Eagles and the Chiefs, and that's just because the Eagles are so deep, and the way that the Eagles are good, they're good just because they beat people the fuck up, and that style never gets old.
And the way that like I say, and that's how the Chargers are trying to build their team. That's why you see
that is exactly how the Chargers are building it.
They move him to guard. That's a tackle. Imagine Donald paying that guard.
Bruh, is he what 360? 37? That's a giant number 77. Fuck that.
But see, even somebody in the comments just said Packers. How could we call them a contender?
The Packers know because Josh Jacobs is their entire identity right now.
And that's a problem when you just paid a quarterback
that's a problem.
To be the franchise quarterback.
Not real.
You're not a contender. Yeah.
I
say if your running back is your best player, I think the Eagles are a rare thing because they have like great players at their skill positions. They have a number one in multiple positions at their skill positions. But I always say if your tight end was your best player, or your running back your hands down your best player,
you're in trouble.
You're in trouble.
Philly
lost a lot, but that's the thing. Philly not scared to lose it because they know, nigga, we could build a great team. We draft talent.
Yeah.
You feel me? We draft well. We don't play that.
The way Philly is built, and a lot of times, whenever somebody beats Philly, that's the best game they played all year.
Everything got to be going good.
Everything got to be going perfect for them to beat Philadelphia, and sometimes that shit happens for whatever reason. And the same thing with now the Chiefs. Maybe the Chiefs lose a lot more often, and they're a lot
because
more
they're a more
beatable.
normal team.
They're a normal team until, and that's why it makes me feel like coaching has something to do with it, or maybe I'm overrating Andy Reid.
No, because think about it. Because at a point, look, in the playoffs, all the scheme, all the X's and O's shit, we can see it coming. Now you gotta Juju, when we throw you this slant, instead of you just taking it for 10, you might gotta take it for 30, 40.
Yeah.
Because Juju is like a playmaker in the playoffs. His career was just on hanging by a thread. And now you see him, he get to the Chiefs, and now he's looking like they pay players based off how they play in the playoffs.
Yeah.
They don't care about that regular season shit. They be having players on their team for years. You like, what the fuck? And they'll have a player that was great in the regular season and be ass in the playoffs, and they get rid of him. We'd be like, damn, what the
Tom
fuck?
Bahali.
Yeah. Look how they did to like Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Remember, he was supposed to be the next big thing.
Yeah,
they said, you know what I mean? Like, they like, Kareem, we missed you, man. We missed you.
How you been?
Yeah, man. Look, we sorry we had to do what we had to do. The video was crazy though.
That video was crazy. We're up by the elevator.
The video was crazy. We had to cut bait, but it looks like you've grown as a man. You know,
and you were actually on a team with a nigga that's nastier than you.
Come on back home, man. We missed you, man. We didn't want to do that in the first place. We didn't want to get rid of you. We knew that was old shit.
That's crazy.
You know they don't give a fuck.
They don't. They do like I say, like when Mark Davis got rid of John Gruden, boy, them niggas sat in that office. They probably was staring at each other like, so what we gonna do? Well, I don't want to get rid of you. I'm waiting to hear back. I'm waiting to hear back on what we can do. Shit.
Yeah.
But that's how it go. Like they like Kareem back, and he don't got a lot of tread on his tires. And oh yeah, you run this scheme perfectly, Kareem.
Yeah. So usually before we would always during this time of the year we'd be stressing about what quarterback are we going to try and draft. This year we don't really have to stress about that too much. We got Geno.
Y'all still got to draft the nigga though. But hey, I ain't gonna lie, Mike. Me and you talked about this a while ago, though. How I feel about this quarterback class, and I think y'all did what y'all had to do.
Yeah, honestly, I still think we should go quarterback at 6. But in case the guy that we're hoping falls to us at 6 don't fall to us at 6, I'm not gonna lie. I'm cool with Geno as our quarterback for the year.
At 6, y'all got to do the same shit y'all did last year, boy. Nigga, who is the motherfucker at this spot right here? Like, who is the motherfucker?
Right.
Like, fuck, you got a quarterback. You don't need a quarterback at 6.
Yeah,
you signed into it. You did this with quarterback class so weak, you can find the best quarterback in the 3rd round.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They still have to draft a quarterback, but that motherfucker don't have to play tomorrow.
Yeah. And Geno is a good person to learn from. Like, you got to think about his career trajectory. He went from being a joke. The nigga got his jaw broke by another player.
Stop
you
it.
Feel me? Like
we forgot about
Geno
that.
Was a joke.
We forgot about it.
And then guess what? That I remember when the Raiders had signed that player when they went against the Jets. Just for that week. But like, Geno went through it. You feel me? That was the year that.
Why did he get his jaw broke? What happened?
They said it was over. It was an unpaid debt.
Oh
wow. Shit. But it happened. But I see he's came a long way since then, bro. I watched. I went to a Niner Seahawks playoff game, and I'm like, oh, Geno is respectable. Like, the eye test. You remember the eye test? He used to look like a dork. Them long ass sleeves. He used to have a paper chin strap. You know those school chin strap I'm talking about, bro. Like, you little fucking dork, bro. Shit. Yeah,
he could play now.
But now, bro. Now he got, you feel me? Now he got some. Now he looking like he had West Virginia or something. All of a sudden,
he played a little bit. I think Geno is good. I think
it's perfect for y'all situation. What I would say, like I say, it puts you on a position where at 6 you kind of just can take whatever. You could take any position, and it don't need to be a quarterback. Because, like I say, a lot of these teams right now, they know at the top of this class, teams are going to be desperate. And they're going to come get these quarterbacks.
Yeah,
and it's going to be the worst mistake they done ever made.
Right. And
We see
hopefully-
this story all too often.
Yeah.
Hopefully the Raiders don't make that same mistake. I would
They don't
love
have.
for them to
I
get-
think they have enough competence to know that they don't have to make that mistake.
Honestly,
I would
because
love
it-
for them to get Shador Sanders.
yeah. If
But
he's there, if he's
for
there,
what right now? At 6, he's what, like at 6, bruh? At 6,
yeah.
nigga, maybe at 16 or 26. Not at 6. It's too much. It's too much great talent at the top of this draft at other positions. You could take at that spot than to take somebody who's a project at 6, especially when you just got a fucking quarterback.
I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't see anybody else that's going to make as big of an impact as him at 6.
What? I like asking people this.
Mhm.
When you look at the quarterbacks in this class, what makes Shador stand out over a Dylan Gabriel, a Jackson Dart?
And that sucks that you say the difference between him and Dylan Gabriel. And I can't really, you know what I'm saying, like, it's the hope. It's the hope.
It's the quarterback excellence. That's what it is.
It is. Fuck you, Mike. It is.
Because if I'm a team, bro, and I just got me a Geno Smith, I know I could go get me a Dylan Gabriel later, and I know he could be a baller one day.
Yeah.
Because if he could sit down, and Jackson Dart could probably come in day one and
hold
start
on.
for a good team.
Hey, what's fake Mahomes' name? What's his name? Fake
Fucking what's that motherfucker's name, man?
Oh,
Okay.
Nebraska.
From Nebraska, yeah.
Rayola or something like
Yeah,
that. Right?
yeah. Dylan Rayola.
Yeah, okay. I was just making sure because we started talking about Dylan's. I was like, wait, hold on. I don't want that motherfucker.
But look, and then also this is my other thing at 6. I just don't see the upside at 6 with the Shador. I don't see the upside at 6. I see the upside in the first round eventually, just not especially when you that's not the immediate need. Now you kind of that's your stable spot now. That's your only stable spot.
No, I do see the upside with Shador at 6 because you getting a quarterback, even if he doesn't beat Geno.
Why? So it could go like the Kirk Cousins situation. Now y'all just look stupid because you signed him to an extension and wasted your fucking money, and now he got the power in the. Now he could sit on his ass and stay here for a lot of money, or you could trade him and you'll still be on the hook for a lot of money. I mean, like the
he's
Kirk
still on a
Cousins
1-year deal. We haven't given Geno the extension.
Oh, y'all ain't gave him no extension yet?
No,
we're still waiting.
He gonna get that. He gonna get it though.
Yeah,
gonna
it's
get it.
very interesting. That's why I'm like, I wonder if they're waiting to see what happens. Because I feel like maybe there is a possibility if Shador does fall, they do take him, but I'm not.
I don't think that's a fall for Shador though. I say a fall for Shador is him going out like the top 15, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because I don't think people are looking at this quarterback class like it's great.
Yeah,
it is.
Like people are looking at this class, they're not looking at this class like it's great, bro. If this class was great, the top quarterback in the class wouldn't have been in college for 5 years. He would have came out in his 4th, and he would have been that nigga in that class too. He knew what he was coming at, what this class was about. He knew he could be the top quarterback in this class. That's why he came out.
Making a lot of sense. I still want Shador Sanders.
You get him in a second. You know what I mean? That's how.
I don't think he falls
second.
You
telling me he's Derek Carr?
That's actually a good comparison.
Oh, don't do
that. They're not the
You know
same.
what's crazy?
Oh.
You know what my issue with Shador? I'm gonna tell you my issue with Shador. He should not get drafted to a team. This is why I don't like him in the top 5 or 6. I don't think it's worth it because he's not a person that should get drafted to a team that is not good. That's going to be bad for him. If he goes to a team that needs the fuck out of him instead of has a team that just need to plug him in, if he go to a team that O-line is shit, you know his heavy ass feet ain't going nowhere. He hold on to the ball too long. He needs to go to a team that's solidified up front, that got a tight end or something he can rely on, and a veteran. He needs to go to a team like that for him to get the most out of him day one. You know what I mean? He don't need to go to a team that's still trying to figure shit out or still trying to. I don't think that's the place for Shador. I think Shador needs to go to a place where, you know what I mean? Go to a place where he got so good of a team. He got I don't think that's happening. They got Taylor Heineke. We don't need him. We got Taylor Heineke. We got Taylor Heineke.
Shut up.
Niggas talking about.
Hell no.
No, I think
we got
best
Taylor
case-
Heineke. Nobody has ever said that shit ever.
Yeah.
Best case scenario for Shador though is like I say, he fall or a good team trades up for him, and they're not losing anything for trading up for him because they already have a good team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's one of those, like, I'm telling you, if Shador was your starter, and you like say Raiders drafted Shador, and later on in the offseason after they drafted Shador, they signed Joe Flacco. I will be scared as fuck for Shador.
We got
Because
Gino.
we see what
Why?
I'm saying not. I'm saying Gino shit didn't happen. I'm saying
Oh,
I'm saying situationally, if you drafted him at 6 and you wanted to get your veteran quarterback to mentor him, and you got Joe Flacco, I would be scared for Shador.
Yeah.
You want to know why I would be scared for Shador?
I'm fine
Like
with
about
that.
to go and teach him
Because
shit.
Joe Flacco take niggas' jobs.
Yeah.
Joe
Well,
Flacco, if he is backing up a young quarterback, he is taking their job, and he is going to do that.
Oh shit.
We've seen it happen. That's what I'm saying. That's the type of player Shador is right now.
Yeah.
He's not ready for it.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm totally okay with that.
Hey, that's why you sent him for a year or two.
Yeah, you sit him for a year or two, but you don't draft nobody at 6 to do that. I'm sorry.
Hey, man.
No,
Any
you
top
don't draft
10
somebody at 6 to sit for a year or two. No,
It's-
I don't think so.
You don't do
Maybe
that.
a
I'm
couple
sorry.
games. We'll see.
No.
We'll see. I mean,
Like I say,
hey,
at 16, it's a different conversation at 16.
hey, I mean, anything's possible, bro. I mean, if
Anything
he
is
falls to
possible. I mean, somebody will do it, but typically, like logically, like if I'm in the GM room, I'm not drafting.
Yeah.
I'm not wasting, especially at this point that the Raiders are in right now.
Right.
I'm not wasting.
You're thinking something of like a more alignment or some shit.
Yeah, you feel me? You got to think like a spot that no matter what, we got us one. You know what I mean?
Really?
We got us one.
What do
To
you
where
think
no
about
matter
that,
what, because
Raider
look, you
Mike?
draft Shador at 6. You draft Shador at 6. You need a lot of other shit to go good.
Right.
Yeah.
You draft a certified stepper at 6, nigga. He gonna step regardless, nigga.
So let's just say, let's take a look at this draft class.
Okay.
And let's say you don't hate the Raiders, Mr. Beastmode Mike. You don't hate the Raiders.
Fuck them though.
You actually work for the Raiders in this hypothetical
I applied for a
situation.
job for him.
Yeah. In this
That's
hypothetical
when they were a
situation,
possibility.
what makes the most sense for you? What would you do for the Raiders in the first round at pick 6? You can't trade back. You have to pick at 6. What are you looking at?
I'm looking at Ashley Genty if he's there. I'm sure he'll be there. Possibly a Will Johnson, Mason Graham. Go get a dog. Like, go get somebody a dog, like a nigga who is a dog. Like, fuck
So you just want the absolute best player, whoever it is, regardless of position, right? That's what it sounds like. What you're saying?
Yes.
Just somebody that's just
somebody who could be a key piece of this team for years to come. Like somebody who, by the time we do bring that next quarterback in, we have our foundation set.
Yeah,
the foundation ain't shaky because you draft, like I say, you draft like this year. The miss probability on drafting quarterbacks in the first round is gonna be crazy. Like we see the year that Kenny Pickett went the first round. You can't tell me this class is much better than that class from a collegiate standpoint. You can't convince me.
At the moment, I'm still gonna stay there. I'm not gonna fall into your logic bullshit. I still want Shador Sanders at 6.
Because like dude just said, Shador had no O run game, still balling. Shador also was in the Big 12, and when that shit start, you know what I mean. It ain't the Big 12 is cool, but he was in too many of them games. Them games was, you feel me? Like he was balling, but them games wasn't. I mean, you're looking at a player that you're trying to draft with the 6th overall pick. He was not playing that. You wanna know who was playing like the player you would have drafted in the first round? That nigga Travis Hunter. Because when he left that field, we seen, oh, these niggas bump.
Shit, Travis Hunter's there at 6. I'll draft Travis Hunter. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I draft Travis Hunter with the 0 overall pick, nigga. The earliest I could get that nigga, I'm drafting because that's who made that team go.
In your opinion, who do you think the Titans take at 1? You think it's gonna be Cam Ward, Travis, Abdul Carter?
This a hard one, bro, because I think they're gonna pull a Okie doke.
Yeah,
because we hear a lot of Cam Ward smoke. You wanna know why we hear a lot of that smoke?
They try to get somebody to trade up. They try to get the Giants to trade up. Okay.
It might be the Giants. It might be the Giants. But like I say, it's one of them years that you gotta make the smoke. You feel me? This ain't one of those years where niggas just want to trade the one because it's a quarterback up there. It's a year that you gotta make niggas seem like you about to take this nigga at one for niggas to want him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's not a good class for that position at least. But I think, damn, bro, I think they go Cam. Because I think the fall off from Cam to Shador is is pretty relevant in terms of just like the amount of college football they played at a decent level and stuff, and the consistency around their whole collegiate career as a whole. I'll take Cam because I know Cam could come in. Cam remind me a lot of my RIP Dwayne Haskins.
Oh wow!
In a good situation, he'll be all right. He'll be solid.
Yeah.
The certain intangibles he got to his game, his eyes, and all that. I think, like I said, I like Dwayne Haskins shit didn't go great because he got drafted to a team that needed more than just him.
Yeah.
Right. You feel me? Like that. Those be the tough situations you fight. Jamarcus Russell found himself in that situation.
Yeah.
It's so crazy to me when I think back to Jamarcus Russell. I wonder if Jamarcus Russell was drafted in today's NFL.
If Jamarcus Russell was drafted to any other team, I'm gonna tell you right now, and this ain't even no diss to the Raiders. I guarantee you, they would have got him correct. They would have got him together.
Yeah. He was just if you watched him at LSU, there was just no fucking way.
Yeah. And I think when he got to the Raiders, like I said, as an organization, they were so far behind.
And that was like absolute the worst part of the Raiders. That was the worst stretch of the Raiders. Right,
they were so far behind as an organization to where when they was getting these certain players in, they didn't know how to really deal with them. Like imagine a Pac-Man Jones being on the Raiders, or a Chris Johnson being on the Raiders, or you feel me? That was kind of in that era of the McKee Talibs getting drafted and all that kind of shit. Like, you got a lot of them coming into the league now. You got to know how to deal with them.
Yeah, and when they first had that, they had Charles Woodson. They didn't know how to deal with him. And
they were far behind.
They didn't know how to deal with that shit, and they knew that.
That was far behind. So when you try to get Jamarcus Russell, you don't know. You already showed that you don't know how to deal with it, and now you just low key set him back because y'all trying to play games with him. You don't play those type of games with a rookie. You don't say, "Hey, did you watch that film?" And it ain't no film on there. Because you know the nigga wasn't gonna do that shit anyway. They knew he wasn't.
Yeah. But honestly, in your opinion, so a system that has Pete Carroll as the coach, he'll have Chip Kelly as his OC, Greg Olsen is his QB coach, and obviously you got Tom Brady in the building too as a mentor. You don't think this would be a good situation for Shador?
What is he on the field with?
I mean, you got
all that shit. All that shit sound good until it's time to buckle up. Then all that shit don't matter. All that shit don't matter no more. Once you buckle up, once your lineman got to block, and that lineman got to block your blind side,
our O-line that bad, bro. I don't think
you said no, but they're not bad. But I'm saying, but y'all got a lot of holes on that O-line. Like that O-line ain't good. I'm not putting a rookie quarterback behind that O-line and thinking he's gonna be able to survive.
Yeah,
they're not bad behind the. They're not bad behind the Geno Smith, who done played behind some bad O-lines and know how to navigate through that. But for a rookie quarterback, hell no.
I think they still have time to like build though. Like if the plan is to start Geno and you sit him for a year so he could develop, and you could possibly bring in obviously the upgrade for the O-line. You could build. That gives you time to build for that rookie.
And then also, I think the trajectory of the league in general. I think we start seeing it with the Matthew Stafford situation. Go give me that vet. You get a good team around a vet who know how to do it. It's like niggas ain't thinking about. I don't think they thinking about that at this spot right now. I don't think they thinking about what we could build for the future. They got to be on the now, because I think building for the future is why you reach for a lot of positions and draft a lot of first round picks who don't work out, because you're trying to think about how he could fit in this system. I want to draft the player where I ain't got to think about that shit, bro. Like fuck all that shit. I want to draft the player that no matter where he go, he's going to be able to come in and produce at a high level, and we're going to be able to rely on him. We ain't going to be able to make no excuses for him. You know what I mean? Like little stuff like that.
And that's why you said like go with an Ashton Genty or Minson Graham or something like that, because these are people that they ain't gonna miss.
Yeah, they're not gonna miss. Mason Graham gonna eat up in the middle of a defense.
Yeah, I think Ashton Genty gonna be regular.
Yeah,
but the thing is, but I don't think he's gonna be regular.
I think he's
I
gonna be
hope people don't expect him to come in and be busting for 1,400.
Yeah,
That nigga, you feel me? I think he gonna be able to come in and be a good running back behind a
yeah,
decent O line. But
yeah,
but like I say, that's one of those positions where he can make it work a lot himself too. Like, you know what I mean? That's one of the positions where a bad running back could play. Like, we've seen bad running backs be decent behind bad O lines.
yeah,
But at least you know you got somebody there to where you can have it ain't even about the patience, but you good. You ain't got to worry about nothing.
yeah. I feel
But even
like
Ashton at 6, I don't really necessarily like it. But the way this class
yeah,
is looking, it's
I feel like
strong in a
there's a
lot
lot
of
of candidates.
areas.
Yeah, I feel like there's plenty of like really good quality running backs where we could get one even in the second or third round if we
Yeah, you
want to.
don't need to get one at 6. Yeah.
Yeah. So a name you didn't mention that I really liked, I feel like that's a can't miss pick either. And I feel like he's a dog that immediate plug and play, like we don't gotta worry about is Tetairoa McMillan, the receiver from Arizona. I really
Oh,
like
definitely. Oh yeah, because that
Yeah,
is yep. And then y'all be able to put Jacoby back in the slot more often. That's where he really excels at.
yeah,
Not saying he's not good outside, but
yeah. I feel like it's a
Jacoby,
possibility too.
he's a great number 2. He's like a
Yeah,
yeah.
and
So I think that'll be good. I also think like I say, receiver is deep too.
yeah, and
It's a deep receiver class too. So
but yeah, I really like McMillan. Like if we're gonna like get like best player available at 6, if we don't go D line, I really like McMillan in my opinion over Ashton. And then also, I wouldn't be shocked, like in the coming days or so, I wouldn't be shocked to see if they fuck around and sign like a Tyler Lockett, just giving Gino some more
yeah, just to
familiarity.
get Geno somebody.
Yeah, and honestly, I like Tyler Lockett. Like I feel like he's a good receiver. Even I'm not sure how old he is now. I know he's getting a little up there in age, but it seemed like he's still got some left in the tank.
I think getting the Tyler Lockett just like he's one of those players that you get just do not expect number 1 talent.
Yeah, he like the insurance policies. Like at least
Yeah,
you know.
he's that nigga. He gonna be able to make the plays that need to be made. Like come playoffs, that's when you can see him start going crazy because
Those
he,
third
like I
downs or
said,
whatever, like these key plays, you
yeah,
need.
he know how to play that in the playoffs. He know the play you need to make in the playoffs.
Yeah, and I already know him and Gino definitely got that chemistry. I'm honestly excited. Like I heard a lot of people like, especially Seahawks fans, when we picked up Gino, they were pretty pissed off, bro. They were super pissed. So that's why I was like, okay, like I don't know what to expect. Like I watched Gino a little bit, but not too much. But
I
after
think, like I
watching
said, he's a
him,
good quarterback. Gino's been in the league a while, bro. Like you can
yeah,
rely, like you could expect from Gino to really know how to. Like I say, he's not one of those quarter. He's not the best. You know what I mean? He's not elite. You feel me? But like I
yeah,
say, when you think about the options, he's probably the best option y'all could have got with with what y'all gave up and all that stuff. You know, like
yeah.
situationally, he's the best option for what y'all didn't give up much for him.
Okay. So hypothetically speaking, say we draft like a McMillan in the first round, then we get like either second or third round, we get like a Judkins or a Henderson. What will be your possible projection for a Raider team looking like that with those additions to the offense?
Mm, I gotta think about what y'all got so far. Think about. I think you're getting more than 400 yards rushing as a unit, definitely. You're
Yeah,
getting some competency at quarterback, definitely. I know
yeah,
Gardner Minshew, you know, yeah, like I said, like I think that had a low floor. It wasn't really a high potential situation. It was a low floor, low potential. With Geno Smith,
yeah,
you got kind of a high floor, a higher floor with that. And then I think it's just you got the receiver out there, you got the running back. You probably get some good depth pieces for your line. Some players that could possibly like you go some of those small school players to fill up that other guard spot, even though it ain't the worst, but you still want to
yeah.
have that competition at that position. I don't think anybody on that line is a hands down starter, but one guy, two guys, and that's
I don't know,
Colton
man.
Miller. That's Colton Miller and
Uh-huh.
JPJ.
JPJ. I don't know, man. I kind of like our right tackle too, DJ Glaze.
Yeah, DJ Glaze, but I haven't seen enough to say that I can't draft nobody in the 5th or 6th round for him to come in and do better. He's still one of those players that like you can get somebody better. Like think about back in the day. Remember, like for example, what's a good example I could use from back when I was a Raider fan? We had a lot of players that it was like because as fans we look at it, we liked him. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Then it's like, oh well, yeah, I guess. Like, C.O. Moore.
Okay. Yeah.
You feel me? Where he might be good, but you could get somebody right there that could take this shit to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
your eyes,
I hear you. Like if you can find an upgrade by all means, like shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I think you
something.
could get an upgrade at that. Because like those are the rounds that you can find those type of players that could come in and compete for that spot and outplay them in camp and in the preseason. You know, like little shit like that.
Yeah.
Who already got a lot of reps under their belt. DJ Glaze, he got some reps, but I feel like he don't. I feel like nigga, they be eating him up sometime.
Yeah. So the one guy I will say that is super under the radar that I would look at for a possible O lineman candidate is the left guard that was actually blocking for Genty. So when I was watching his film,
Yeah,
like don't get
he
me
can
wrong,
move,
Genty,
too.
yeah, Genty's a good running back. I don't think he's generational like everybody says he is. I will give a lot of the credit to his O line,
No,
especially
yeah,
that guy.
he's
number
not who.
66.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, 66 was really clearing pathways for him, bro. He was killing shit. When I
Yeah, because
went over
I look at Genty's season this year, bro. Like I think at the right team, he could be generational.
yeah,
Because at like look at Saquon. Saquon went from what he was going through. Now he doesn't get touched at the line. He doesn't
yeah,
get touched. Everything is just a straight sprint for him. Yeah, that
Mhm.
O line make people generational. You know what I mean? Like I understand what you're saying, like the O line, the O line, but that's with any running back. You don't really
yeah,
see that running back's full potential until you see him behind that elite O line. So
yeah,
you do take him at 6. You kind of looking at it like you're gonna have to build the O line. You can make him generation. That's the one thing about the running back is you can make it. That's why I hate how they be like you shouldn't draft running backs in the first round. I'm like no, because if you got a running back that could cut like I say, if you have a running back that could get you 1,000 yards behind a terrible O line, a terrible quarterback situation, a terrible coordinator situation, if you get those shits in order, what can that running back do for you?
even more, even more than that. Yeah,
And what's more than that? It's generational.
yeah, that's true.
You know what I
Shit.
mean? So
See what?
sometimes, like I say, I could see them going for that spot, like, hey, Genty, because the field, the receiving game has to be respected. Like that's another thing y'all ain't used to. Y'all not used to. Even when Derek Carr was there, niggas didn't respect Derek Carr. They just respected the receivers he was throwing it to.
Yeah,
You feel me? Like niggas don't respect Aiden O'Connell. Niggas didn't respect Gardner Minshew. Niggas gotta respect Geno Smith because he's won a few games in this league.
yeah,
So now the field is a lot spreaded. The running back got a lot more he could look at. The lineman, whoever is at guard, ain't got to run through. Ain't a lot he got to look at. Niggas are scared to blitz y'all, so a lot of the blocking is very straight up, boom, boom, boom. Like that's what
yeah,
getting Geno Smith did for that team. It made shit a lot
yeah,
easier schematically.
yeah. That's true for sure, bro. That's
So
true for
I
sure.
think
And
y'all
I'm
can make
honestly,
Genty generational. You feel me? I think y'all can do that. But
yeah,
then, like I say, if you go get a McMillan, it's a whole different situation because I think you could get another runner, you could get a receiver who will bring that same production that you're looking for out of him later in the draft, maybe in the second round. Maybe they got more upside on the speed scale, even who are more of a playmaker. You know what I mean? More get the ball because the offense that Pete Carroll's going to run is going to be a lot of this. You feel
yeah,
me? You get you something that could a Tyler Lockett style receiver who could get the ball and turn upfield and go.
yeah,
You get your Doug Baldwin, your Golden Tate.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Because you had think about it. They had Jermaine Curse, which was like McMillan. But who really had the most upside on that offense? It was the other guys. It wasn't the Jermaine Curse.
yeah,
When Sidney Rice got there, it wasn't Sidney Rice. It was the mother niggas that could get going. The ones that get the ball in their hand, they going. They
yeah.
playmakers. I think that's what
I
they
don't
want to
know,
be
man.
on.
I think McMillan could really be special in this offense, bro. Like, and he is pretty quick. Last I heard, I think he had like a private pro day. He ran like 4.4 or something like that.
No, yeah, no, that's cool. But I'm saying like, but when you win a draft class with playmakers behind you, like he's probably the best complete receiver. Like I look at it like a T. Higgins and Chase Claypool comparison, where you can have
Yeah,
that number one. But if you just had that, what number one would you rather choose?
probably the
You
T
know what I
Higgins.
mean? Would you rather choose the number one that you could kind of get more creative with? It kind of happened with the Debo with the Niners thing. Like the reason they chose
Yeah,
him there, they knew he wasn't the best receiver in the class. They knew they could just do more with him.
yeah,
And the way that the team is now, versatility is the most important. You feel me? Like you want teams to be able, you want to be able to be versatile. Like I look at like the Steelers. You have a George Pickens, you go get a DK Metcalf. That kind of handicaps your offense's versatility
Yeah.
because you got 2 goal ball runners. Not saying that
that's
it's
true.
gonna be easy to guard, but eventually it's like, you know what I mean? But whether you get somebody else who's more versatile on the other side, they can really unlock what's on that side. Get somebody you can
Yeah.
move around a little bit more. Because like I say, McMillan dominated at he dominated in the college stuff. But when you go to the NFL, like I say, especially with the receiver corner shit, it's a whole different ball game because that size and shit don't come into play no more. It's all really up here and what you could do with the ball in your hands. Not if you could catch it or not, because you're supposed to know how to catch it. But it's what you do once you catch it.
Hey, he pretty nasty though.
No, he nasty. I'm not getting it twisted, but it's nastier behind him that you could get for a cheaper price. In terms of what you do with the ball in your hands, you could go second, third round. You could still go get you a. What's brand name? Damn, how did I just forget the brand name? He went from Alabama. He had Texas got 3 receivers right now. You can go get in the second and third round. You feel me? That are playmakers. Isaiah Bond. You got Isaiah Bond. Like, you got a lot of receivers up there who you could get up like for this scheme, who could fit this scheme pretty well. Schematically, I'm saying if you want to go best receiver, you go get McMillan. But schematically, you could go get you a McMillan, just go get you a veteran receiver who could catch. For this scheme, for the scheme wise, go get you a veteran receiver who could catch, and then you could go get you a speedy, shifty, somebody who could also take some special teams reps.
Yeah,
you working with something. You know what I mean? You building that foundation.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Shoot, but yeah, man, I appreciate you for pulling up, bro. It's been a little bit over an hour.
Man.
Hell yeah, bro. What you got going on with where can the people find you, bro?
Man, just same old work stuff, man. Nothing new, nothing less, just same old, just chilling and trying to keep the body in motion, stay working out, stay with it,
Hell yeah.
Just trying to keep my head out the BS and trying to stay busy and excited for what SoFi come to bring.
Yep. Hell yeah.
we got a link at SoFi though, bro. We got a link. We got a link at both games. I might do Vegas and SoFi, man.
Okay.
Off of that, my Charger crew finna be deep.
All right, that's gonna be interesting to see for sure. What's it called? How you been to SoFi?
You said what?
How you been to SoFi before or
not? I have not.
Nah. Start of the season, bro. It's gonna be hot as fuck in there. I'm telling you, it's gonna be hot.
Hey,
they got no air conditioning.
I'll find a way. I mean, I understand why they don't, because they got it's a canopy in a way.
Yeah,
but but I'll find a way. Shit, I went to SummerSlam at Allegiant. When I tell you, bruh, man, I almost voted that the worst stadium ever after that day. That was the worst experience. That was the worst AC I think I've ever experienced at Allegiant.
Oh man,
was that SummerSlam shit was crazy. The Wi-Fi was down. I'm like, oh nah, man. Nah. But I mean, like I say, maybe they'll put, they got all that money in LA now. Maybe they'll put an AC in there.
Maybe.
No, hopefully.
Maybe. But yeah, we'll definitely get the game though for sure. We'll link at the game. Hopefully Cory can pull up too. That should be dope.
Yeah, we gotta check the ban list.
Yeah.
Where is Cory? Why you just cut on us like this? What?
Bro, he get Hollywood like that, bro. Once his manager or whatever tell him it's time to go, he just dip out on us, bro.
He be like his manager tell him.
Yeah, he's let know like, hey, bro, that's you like gotta go. On to the next show, whatever the fuck you got going on. But yeah, bro, I appreciate you for pulling up. Everybody in the chat.
I appreciate you for having me, man. It was good. I'll for sure, like, you ever want me back on this motherfucker, I'll pull up. You know what I mean, man.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
We all full of jokes up here. I know sometimes y'all probably be needing a few laughs and stuff. Sometimes the football talk get too serious. So
yeah, sometimes it do. Sometimes it do, and I know some fans get tired of the boring football talk. I mean, some of us love talking football like that. Like
I love talking football, but I always like that's why I like to bring perspective into it. I think bringing perspective into football talks is really like I like having those conversations. Like when somebody tell me that they love Shador, and I like having those conversations. Like, Why do you love him? Like, let me know. Let me know something. He a good
Yeah, like
player.
give me
Like,
a reason why. Yeah,
if we could talk football like that, rather than I'm not gonna say he weak. You know what I
yeah,
mean? But I really want to see what people really see, like the specialness in them, because I seen special on that team. You know what I mean? We
yeah,
seen Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter is a different level of special. You feel me? So
yeah,
it's like, like show me where that's at. So no, like those conversations is cool. And like I said, me and Cory had a whole podcast with each other a few years ago.
yeah. I remember that. I used to watch. I ain't gonna lie to you. I
Yeah,
used to
ran a
watch.
few episodes of that bitch too. So
Shoot.
no, it was good for me and him to have that conversation too, because that's what our podcast was about, like black quarterbacks.
Yep.
So
Yeah. Honestly, I'm excited, bro. Like with Geno, shit. This first time ever we had a black quarterback, bro, and I'm like, okay. And
he
he
brings
actually
some
good too.
swagger, huh? Get rid of
Yeah, he
that
actually
valley,
good.
that valley motherfucker for that nigga from the valley. We don't like that. Them valley niggas, they could go. You ain't from the valley, right?
Oh shit. Nah, I'm from LA,
Oh
bro.
yeah, you from LA. You ain't from the valley. Cool. Them valley
Yeah,
niggas
yeah.
cut. Nah, I don't need no valley
You
nigga
said
leading
Geno
my
from the Valley?
franchise. Huh?
You said Geno from the Valley?
Nah, Derek.
Oh, Derek? Yeah. Yeah, bro. I'm not.
I fuck with Gino. Gino is one of AB closest homies. Fuck with
Yeah.
Gino. Best believe. I fuck with
Okay.
Gino. Gino, a commendable, respectable dude, bro. I fuck, like, he's a good person. I think he's a good leader. He a good people, people like Gino. I say that's why I said he came a long way from getting punched.
I forgot that you told me about that. Off camera, we gonna have to talk. There's a few things you had told me. We're gonna have to
All
discuss.
right, bro. Yeah, it's good. Once we end this,
But
I'm gonna
yeah,
go take a piss and I'll come back and tell you.
hell yeah, you good? What's it
All
called? But
right,
yeah, we
then.
appreciate everybody for pulling up. This is Black Team Broadcast. Black to you, bitch.